Yo, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Savageboiiza here, back for another video, playing some more new Hellblade Senua Sacrifice, and we back with another video. We like the mission got last seen the last video, we was on the last mission, and then and we have to go to chapter selection to even get back to this part. So hopefully we could still be able to see the cutscene, the credits and stuff like that. Like, you know, it could show us a regular end game instead of
I hear you.
you basically
I'm coming for you.
kill him in the end type shit, you know?
I'm coming.
Because
Dillian, I see you.
The beast has Dillian.
No,
It's time to
you're not taking him from me.
I can smell you.
No,
You betrayed your god.
I am leaving with him.
Turn your back on me. That is why Dillian brought you down.
has to fight. Has to fight for Dillian.
yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass just for getting to my game.
Get to the light. You must get to the light.
Alright, look, he over here. He right here. Oh shit. Alright. Damn. Come on. Right here, right here.
She's going to die.
Come on. Come on now. Tame the beast.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand
Heaven, don't do
behind
that,
the
cuz. I
gods.
swear to heaven.
As familiar hand. Cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals. Kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness. Or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left. Headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I am so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
The shadow. Listen.
But believe this. It was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. For without it, I fear yours was that. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago.
Follow.
But you have conquered your darkness at every turn.
His voice coming out one ear, then the voice
You
coming
deserve
out
to
of
see behind the veil
Oh,
of
that's crazy.
darkness.
Then take me into the mountain. To trust him. As deep as we can go.
No.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She did nothing. She doesn't want to tell me. She has nothing. She has nothing left.
She's coming.
Who tell you the right thing? Fuck. Nah, because see, come on, game glitch, bro. All right, let's see if I go. Nah, cause it's like I want to see the ending of it. That's like, what's up? He didn't start me in this shit, and this word is not working. Let me see if I go back. Bro, that's a bad way to end the game type shit. My game gonna glitch. Can I put this thing down though? Like, what if I put the torch down? If I can. I don't think I could. But... yeah, that shit glitching right there. Like, what happened at the end? Like, that's what I want to know. Hold on. You know what? I'm about to this fall right here. Let's see if that helps, you know? I'm gonna fall right there. Hey, my arm. It went down. It went down. Alright. So... oh, I'm about to say, I thought I fixed it. Bro, okay, that's a bad. I want to see the ending of it. Ah! If this should do that shit again. Okay, it's saving, right? It did the same thing. It's keep glitching, bro. Alright, I can't go nowhere. Fuck, man. saving again for what?
Behind you! Behind you!
Oh my goodness. That's some janky shit. Oh y'all. Hold on, y'all. Alright.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Who is it?
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming. Is it?
They say dreams are visions.
Well,
of
technically we
men.
finished the game, so this basically the credits, you know? Fuck it.
But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? And we only see what our inner eye creates for us. Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through our eyes.
Yes, she's scared.
Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Hellblade Senua Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching.
The original idea for Hellblade was to create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind. But to do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts. And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't live home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis. In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings. The Northmen's brutality is legendary. High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle. I imagine Senua as a young female warrior who returns home from exile to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagined the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
Oh,
I came to learn that the Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was gelt. A gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was druth, meaning fool, or liar, one who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Druth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky,
The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere.
Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for a new adventure, a journey into the Norse underworld called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger. Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience at University of Cambridge.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
You're already dead. Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim, and the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for coming here.
Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me, and I'd love to be involved. I think it's fascinating.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character who is different from you, experiencing their perspective, and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules. If we were to represent Senua Psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you.
Can't see how she's going.
Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also crucially listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the visions or what we're seeing is...
Alright, y'all. So, I thought that was gonna be like a whole ass, cutscene, but I let it play for a little bit so y'all get the aspect of it and how they created it, I guess. So, but man, I love this game. It was a wonderful game to play. I like the combat. I like the storyline to it. They do have a part 2 of Hellblade coming soon. It should be late 2022, so that's probably December, maybe November, around those time. But we for sure playing that as soon as it drops. So man, I wish I could have got a better regular cutscene credits type thing. Like, I wonder what happened at that last part. So it's like, damn, I can't see it. But man, it was a wonderful game. I like this, man. I like this. I don't know why it took me this long to play it, but hey, I just realized that shit moving on the menu. I ain't never seen some shit. I didn't see that shit at first. That's crazy. Huh? Yeah, I know. I just started peeping. I started looking at the right side. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But damn, they got a live wallpaper for that. See, little things like that. This shit is amazing. But man, it's just another game coming to the end. Another series. But hey, I can't wait till the next game, bro. I can't wait to see what the storyline gonna be. So man, if y'all like that video, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications because y'all don't want to miss no videos coming out. And that being said, have a blessed day.